All right, boys, we are here with break number 469. And this is a full case of 2022 Topps Chrome Jumbos. I was going to say filled it same day. Facebook's apparently being updated, so I got to try again later. I'm assuming you guys got the same thing. That's why we only got like 2 people in here. All right, so everybody's second again here. Let my phone re-update the Facebook. Maybe they'll give me at everyone for once. I was going to say, not that I'm going to abuse it if we're not filling, but let's see if they did. I do not need a poll right now, guys. Hold on. Nope, still can't tag everybody. But anyways, let's bring up this video. Oh, we have quite a few people watching. That's not what my everything else says. All right, so obviously we have the sealed case here. I don't run case breaks unless they're sealed. I guess people were running them as like loose boxes, and it became an issue in other break groups. I would never try to run a whole case without it being a case, because I have my personal opinion, I think, with the case is that there's always should be a monster in at least a case. I mean, I've opened cases of cards for my own personal collection and points, and have been duds, but typically for me, that's not the case. Especially in Topps Chrome, I think you always get at least one good guy in there. So it's 8 boxes. I'm going to say we're going to put them to the side, and we'll get my man Cal Ripken good luck charm to rub the boxes. The case is empty. And obviously there is silver packs. And inside of here should be 8 silver packs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The people that GTS can count. I'm not saying any of them feel any thicker than normal, but let's see. Not that I didn't think that people at GTS couldn't count. I was just saying, all right, move these over. Got my man Cal Ripken Jr. here. Project 2020. Ben Baller did the card. He is our good luck charm around here. Do a nice rub on all 8 of the boxes, and I literally move those over just for the rub on the camera for good luck. Keep everything the same to literally just grab 1 box and put in the thing. Get rolling. 40 autographs here. 5 autographs per box. Good luck to everybody in the break. Let's get rolling here. Team list on the left. Overhead cameras in the upper right-hand corner. Get your autograph guess in again. Autograph guess correctly. Get $10 break credit. At the end of the break, I will take all 30 spots, and I will run a random for someone to get $25 break credit, as promised, if it is the same day fill. And that's going to be a norm here. I know that's something a little bit different than in other groups. But figured I'd come up with my own little niche. Same day fills, we're going to do $25 break credit. We got Kyle Lewis, Tristan McKenzie, Manny Machado, Andre Jackson, Shane Bieber, Brian Hayes, Eli Morgan, Yu Darvish, Mike Trout, Trey Ambergy. I have Dylan Carlson, Freddie Freeman, and Max Fried. And I think this Ambergy is not a base card. I think it's a photo variation, or is Ambergy actually in this? Nope, that's his card. I just don't remember seeing a lot of Ambergy. We got Sonny Gray, Andrew McCutchen, Kyle Tucker, Cal Raleigh, Kyle Hendricks, Nelson Cruz, Albert Pujols, Cole Calhoun, Zach Pop. We have Juan Soto, John Means on the Prism Refractor. We have our first autograph, and it's going to be Luis Frias with Edward Cabrera on the refractor behind him. Frias going to the Diamondbacks, and Tom Scarberry, part of the team. The team package he used to close. But Frias has a good live arm. We'll see how he ends up pitching. His numbers this year were not the best, if I'm not mistaken. But and we got an Edward Cabrera for the Marlins on the refractor. I'm actually going to put the silver packs right over here. We got Randy Arozarena, Carlos Santana, Carson Kelly, Tim Anderson, Cody Bellinger, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Joe Adele, Max Muncy, Ryu, Patrick Wisdom, Heart of the City, Aaron Judge, Vidal Brujan in the 1987, and Sonny Gray on the refractor. I have Seth Beer, Zach Thompson, Ryan Zimmerman, Ryan Mountcastle, DJ LeMahieu. I have Joey Votto, Alec Bohm, Franmil Reyes, Pete Alonso. I have Rafael Devers with a Buxton behind him on the Prism Refractor. Rafael Devers is going to be out of 99. 1 out of 99 going to the Red Sox. Red Sox belong to Tom Scarberry. Once again, part of the closing teams. We have Mike Baumann for the Orioles and the refractor, Andrew McCutchen. The Bauman's going to be 187 out of 199 on the teal wave. Going to the Orioles and Brian Lovelace. Got Jacob deGrom, Ian Happ, Giancarlo Stanton-Centellion, Hoy Park, McMahon, Musgrove, Marquez, Posey, Greinke, Arenado, Mike Trout on a 1987 with Vidal Brujan on the refractor. Going to the Rays. We have Trent Playoff Grisham, Casey Mize, Jared Kelnick, Yordan Alvarez, Kyle Seager, Carlos Correa, John Lester, Jackson Kowar, Tyler Glasnow, Juan Moncada, Kyle Tucker. Going to have Eli Morgan on the refractor and Luis Gil rookie autograph going to the Yankees. And the Yankees belong to Tom Scarberry. This is one of the original teams he picked at the very jump of the break. For the rookie refractors, I'm just going to sleeve them at this point unless it's a Cruz, Franco, or one of the really big boys. I'm just going to sleeve them. And we'll top load them afterwards, since that's I always top load the rookie refractor. You just never know when you're going to have a guy like an Andres Jimenez who just bursts onto the scene. Second year, new change of scenery. Like, I don't know how many people probably stashed or threw away Jimenez's or gave them away for cheap, thinking he wasn't going to be an all-star caliber player. We got Mookie Betts, Rhys Hoskins, Tyler Stevenson, Tapia, Tatis Jr., Trevor Story, Blake Snell, Willie Castro, Brandon Belt, Cronenworth on the Future Stars, Moncada for the White Sox with Ohtani in the 1987, and Kyle Tucker. Moncada on the teal wave, 18 out of 199. Going to the White Sox. And Vinny. Man, Moncada was supposed to be that switch hitter that just absolutely raked like 30 home runs a year, but just didn't happen. We got Chris Bryant, McCormick, Molina, Kershaw, Myers. We have Harrison Bader, Merrifield, Nelson Cruz, Albert Pujols, Vidal Brujan, Acuna on the Classics, Alek Manoah on the Prism Refractor, and Cal Raleigh on the refractor for the Mariners. We got Shane Bays, Jose Siri, Jack Flaherty, Wilson Contreras, Luis Gil, Eli Morgan, Darvish, Trey Turner, Bo Bichette, Heart of the City, Pete Alonso, Jesse Winker. I have a Jansen Junk and Yu Darvish. Jansen Junk going to the Angels, and Brian Pacheco. I'm not gonna lie, Junk has a nice little autograph, but clearly not the greatest pitcher in the world. We have Jarren Duran, Francisco Lindor, Mullins, Kirilloff, Trevor Rogers, Brandon Marsh, Max Scherzer, Curtis Terry, Nick Castellanos, Castro, Trevor Story, Sander Bogarts on the Prism Refractor, and Kyle Hendricks on the Refractor. Pavin Smith, Lourdes Gurriel Jr., Jared Walsh, Kiner Falefa, Blake Snell, Willie Castro, Brandon Belt, Jake Myers, Yadier Molina. Got Matt Vierling on the blue. Going to Matt, 136 out of 150. A little bit off center here on the Vierling. Obviously, the Phillies making it to the NLCS. Kind of a surprise. Christian Yelich. And for the Reds, Nick Lodolo on the purple speckle with Rhys Hoskins on the refractor behind him. 118 out of 299 on the purple speckle, Nick Lodolo. One of those young pitchers. The Reds have a really good young pitching staff in the sense of like a lot of potential. So we'll see how they pan out. Going to the Reds and Tom Scarberry. One of the teams that closed. We have quite a few Reds fans in here. I'm surprised none of the Reds fans hopped on the full case. Especially with Hunter Green as an option. Got Jake Burger, Zach Wheeler, Luis Garcia, Goldschmidt, Altuve, Harrison Bader, Whit Merrifield, Nelson Cruz, Pujols. Brujan, Luis Robert on the new classics for Chicago. Prism Refractor, Tyler Megill, and Tapia. Going to the Rockies. That is the first box down. Some decent color, but way too many pitchers in my personal opinion. All 5 of them pitchers. I don't know how I feel about that. Not a huge fan. Let's get some position players. Let's get some of the big boys like the Witts and the J-Rods and the O'Neill Cruzes, Wander Francos. We can get a cover boy here or something. We got Gray, Shohei Ohtani, Seager. Have Lau, Soler, Hendricks, Connor Wong, Pete Alonso, John Means, Byron Buxton, Bobby Dahlbeck, Jacob deGrom, and Ian Happ on the refractor. Pavin Smith, Trevor Rogers, Lourdes Gurriel Jr., Jared Walsh, Kiner Falefa, Betts Bueller, Barrios, Chris Sale, Aaron Judge, Madrigal on the Future Stars, Wander Franco in 1987, and Bryce Harper. What about Buffalo, Chris? We got Jake Burger, Zach Wheeler, Luis Garcia, Paul Goldschmidt, Jose Ramirez, Adam Frazier, Vlade, Mike Yastrzemski, Michael Brantley. We got a Zach Thompson on the True Green for the Pirates, 62 out of 99. Going to the Pirates and John Cullison. We have Willie Castro on the Prism Refractor. Have Ernie Clement on the refractor. Then we got Jake McCarthy, 272 out of 499 for the Diamondbacks. And Tom Scarberry. It's a nice D-backs hit. That's one of the better guys you can get on the D-backs. Got Kyle Lewis, Jose Altuve, McKenzie, Machado, Bieber, Hayes, Arenado, Fairchild, Anderson, Springer. We're going to have Max Muncy for Los Angeles, Ohtani, and Ryan Mountcastle on the refractor. We got Sonny Gray, Andrew McCutchen, Kyle Tucker, Cal Raleigh, Randy Arozarena, Max Fried, Jackson Reitz, Edward Cabrera, Clase, Randy Arozarena, Brandon Belt on the Prism Refractor, and for the Blue Jays, we got a Kevin Smith autograph with Jacob deGrom behind him. Kevin Smith obviously has been traded to the Athletics. Part of the Chapman trade, but a nice Kevin Smith for the Jays. Going to Greg Wolf. In the back. Like to see a better start here with the position players in the first 2 autographs. Got Carlos Santana, Carson Kelly, Bellinger, Sean Manaea, Seth Beer, Guerrero Jr., Contreras, Miguel Cabrera, Sammy Long, Bregman, George Springer, Jesse Winker in the 1987, and Mike Trout on the refractor. Put these to the side for a second. Oh, yeah, I forgot you're going on one of those softball trips home, huh? We got Zach Thompson, Ryan Zimmerman, Ryan Mountcastle, Jacob deGrom, Mitch Haniger, Matt Manning, Kevin Gausman, Lance Lynn, Bryce Harper, Ernie Clement, Mookie Betts, and we got a Michael Brantley for the Astros with a Justin Turner behind him. Brantley, the veteran presence for the Astros. Obviously, he's hurt right now for the playoff run, going to Steve Sammiego. There's a few other breaks that are open. The one Panini mix was pretty close to filling. We got Aaron Ashby, Steven Strasburg, Xander Bogaerts, Tyler Megill, Tyler Gilbert, Brian De La Cruz, Alek Manoah. There is a half case of Bowman 2022 as well. Mike Trout, Justin Turner, Josh Lowe, Juan Soto. Have Whit Merrifield on the Prism Refractor and Giancarlo Stanton. Nico Horner, Starling Marte, Stevenson, Hoskins, Tapia, Jonathan India, Brian Reynolds, Blackman, Crawford, Heart of the City, Miggy, Abreu. We're going to have a Reaver San Martin and a Josh Lowe. Reaver San Martin going to the Reds. And Tom. Reaver to the side. Got Chris Bryant, McCormick, Yadier Molina, Bays, Grossman, Longoria, Perez, Carlson, Urias, Wander Franco. Got a Mike Yastrzemski for the Giants on the Blue Wave, 19 out of 75. The Giants and Tom Scarberry. Jose Abreu on the Prism and Jonathan India. Got Clayton Kershaw, Jose Siri, Jack Flaherty, Contreras, Bobby Dahlbeck, Joey Gallo, Zach Lothar, Joe Ryan, Swanson, deGrom, Joey Votto, TJ Friedl to the Reds, and Francisco Lindor on the Prism, or on the, not on the Prism, on the regular refractor. The Reds having a good start for Tom. The last pack of the second box. Luis Gil, Jarren Duran, Francisco Lindor, Mullins, Kirilloff, Woodruff, Acuna Jr., Chisholm Jr., Riley Adams, Anthony Rendon, Jimenez, Jed Lowry, and Cedric Mullins on the refractor. Box number 3. How's everybody doing tonight? What do you guys think about the games in football? I know Matt lost his survivor pool because of the Steelers upsetting the Bucks. I mean, even as a Steelers fan, I thought for sure we were losing that one. But good old Mitch Trubisky came in there and got the job done after Kenny Pickett went out with a concussion. Hopefully Kenny's back next week. Hopefully after the bye, TJ Watt comes back. That'd be nice. Got Sonny Gray, Andrew McCutchen, Kyle Tucker, Cal Raleigh, Randy Arozarena, Carlos Santana, Zach Pop, Juan Soto, Joe Adell, Max Muncy, Future Stars, Ryan Mountcastle, Tim Anderson, and Yastrzemski on the refractor. And I have Carson Kelly, Cody Bellinger, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Seth Beer, Ryu, Patrick Wisdom, LeMahieu, Votto, Bohm, Reyes, Pete Alonso on the Prism refractor, Griffin Jacks on the autograph with Michael Brantley on the refractor behind him. Mike, you better just hope that TJ Watt's not back. Going to Austin on the Twins for the Griffin Jacks. That's all I got to say. Put that first loss in that. The first loss in that column over there for the Eagles. Got Zach Thompson, Ryan Zimmerman, Ryan Mountcastle, DeGrom, Ian Happ, Stanton, Musgrove, Marquez, Posey, Zach Greinke, Heart of the City, Votto, DeGrom on a 1987, and Altuve on the refractor. That was Altuve. We get Centillion, Hoy Park. Have McMahon, Trent Grisham, Kyle Seager, Correa, John Lester, Kowar, Alvarez on the new Classic, Salvador Perez. We are going to get a gold wave here in a second. Salvador Perez on the purple speckle. Going to the Royals. The Royals belong to John Cullison. 119 out of 299. I have John Means with, for the Blue Jays, Alek Manoah. Big boy alert on the gold wave with Kyle Lewis behind him. And that's going to be a 29 out of 50. On the Manoah, going to Greg Wolf in the Blue Jays. We will put Friedel where Urias is at. So did get a big hit of an all-star. Would love to see a hitter instead of a pitcher, but I think Manoah's collectible. I think a lot of people respect him. He's a funny guy. We got Mize, Kelnick, Alvarez, Nootbaar. Like, I think there's a decent collector pool, is what I should say. Kranick, Winker, Glasnow, Moncada, Veerling, Luis Robert, Guerrero Jr., Abreu, and Brandon Belt on the refractor. Gavin Sheets, JT Realmuto, Anderson, Olson, Chapman, Martinez, Baez, Wells, Larnack, Mancini, Low on the Prism refractor. We're going to have Josh Myers, and then Giovanni Moran going to the Twins on the base in Austin. Got McCormick, Yadier Molina, Kershaw, Bays, Siri, Rendon, Bueller, Barrios, Chris Sale, Judge, Arozarena, Nolan Arenado in 1987, and Tristan McKenzie. Got Flaherty, Luis Gil, Contreras, Jarren Duran, Jose Ramirez, Frazier, Vlade, Yastrzemski, Brantley, Arenado, Bo Bichette on the Classics, Pete Alonso on the Prism Refractor, and Machado on the regular refractor. Mullins, Lindor, Kirilloff, Pavin Smith, Trevor Rogers, Stuart Fairchild, Anderson, Springer, Fried. Going to have J-Ram on the Cleveland. Have Jarren Duran with Harrison Bader on the refractor behind him. We got Peyton Henry for the Marlins. Rookie card going to Tom Scarberry. Got Lourdes Gurriel, Walsh, Mookie Betts, Kiner Falefa, Jake Burger, Cabrera, Reitz, Clase, Contreras, Miguel Cabrera, Luis Gil on the negatives, Sonny Gray on the Prism Refractor, and Whit Merrifield. Nice negative Gil. Going to Tom and the Yankees. Got Garcia, Wheeler, Goldschmidt, Altuve, Sammy Long, Bregman, Haniker, Matt Manning, Kevin Gausman, Brandon Crawford, Brandon Marsh. And behind Brandon Marsh, we're going to have a Yanni Hernandez out of 499. We got Steven Strasburg on the refractor too, 229 out of 499. On to the Rangers and Tom Scarberry. And the last pack here. B. Lewis, McKenzie, Machado, Bieber, Hayes, Lynn, Harper, Clement, Tatis Jr., Calhoun, Guerrero Jr., McCutcheon on the Prism, and Bogarts on the refractor. So say, knowing that the autographs were gone, last pack probably wasn't going to have a parallel either, just on the base how they roll. Let's get into the fourth box. Hopefully we can find ourselves one of these monsters that's in here. Ohtani, Seager, Lau, Soler, Aaron Ashby, Strasburg, Contreras, Miguel Cabrera, Sammy Long, Bregman, LeMahieu, Wander Franco on the 1987, and Jackson Reitz on the refractor. Sander Bogarts, Miguel, Horner, Marte, Haniker, Manning, Gausman, Lance Lynn, Clement, Harper, Brian De La Cruz on the Prism Refractor, Patrick Mazeika for the Mets, and Clase on the refractor. Mazeika going to the Mets, and Jeff Hughart. Brian De La Cruz Prism there as well. Giolito, Manea, Moustakas, O'Neal Cruz, Sonny Gray, Cronenworth, Walker Buehler, Jose Barrios, Chris Sale, Aaron Judge, Future Stars Cabrian Hayes, Jose Abreu, and Trey Ambergy. Zach Short, Gilbert, Verlander, Wainwright, Ramirez, Adam Frazier, Vlade Yastrzemski, Arenado, Trevor Larnach on the negative, Carlos Santana. We're going to have Cutter Crawford and Connor Wong. Cutter Crawford on the autograph going to the Red Sox. And Tom Scarberry. Good name. Doesn't really... Not really a great pitcher, though. Larnach negative here. Bring up some 35 points. Rivera, Meadows, Jimenez, Luke Williams, Abreu, Jed Lowry, Michael Brantley, Stuart Fairchild, Anderson, George Springer, Heart of the City, Harper, Votto, and Chris Bryant on the refractor. Man, these boxes have been pretty light on parallels, I'll say that much. Kyle Schwarber, Jeff McNeil, Freddie Freeman, Corbin Burns, Josiah Gray, Freed Cabrera, Reitz, Clase, we got Shohei Ohtani, Randy Arozarena on the Prism Refractor, have McCormick on the refractor, and 460 out of 499, Christian Javier on the refractor. Yeah, the Immaculate's pretty close. If it doesn't fill tonight, I'll push probably some minis tomorrow, or maybe drop the price of a few teams, see if it helps fill, but halfway through the hobby box. Let's see what we can do here. Andre Jackson, Adolis Garcia, Riley, Christian Yelich, Bobby Dahlbeck, Joey Gallo, Lothar, Joe Ryan, Swanson, Freddie Freeman on the Braves, Jacob deGrom. We got a Zach Pop to the Marlins and Carlos Santana. Zach Pop going to Tom Scarberry and the Marlins. Keeper Ruiz, Rafael Devers, Josh Hader, Kyle Muller, Anthony Rizzo, Woodruff, Acuna Jr., Jazz Chisholm, Adams, Rendon, Wander Franco on the new classics, Brian De La Cruz on the Prism Refractor, and then Randy Arozarena on the regular refractor. Yeah, they're hobby boxes. We got Casey Mize, Jared Kelnick, Yordan Alvarez. I don't break any retail, so everything, it's always hobby boxes. We got Nootbaar, Winkert, Hendricks. The closest thing I'll break to a hobby box is like a light box, or I mean the retail is a light box, or like some Panini stuff like International Blasters. We got Connor Wong, Pete Alonso, Means, Buxton, Kyle Lewis, Brandon Marsh, and Yadier Molina. But that's still not retail. An International Blaster, you need to have a hobby account or a hobby shop to get those, or a direct account. Max Kranick, Gavin Sheets, JT Realmuto, Tim Anderson, Tyler Gilbert, De La Cruz, Manoah, Mike Trout, Justin Turner, Lowe, Jonathan India, Starling Marte, and Clayton Kershaw. Got Jesus Luzardo, Ellis, Hernandez, Detmers, Grossman, Longoria, Perez, Dylan Carlson, Urias, Wander Franco. I have a purple Matt Chapman going to the Athletics. 203 out of 250. Going to the A's and Tom Scarberry. Tyler Gilbert and Miguel Cabrera on the refractor. We can talk about it when I'm done breaking, Aiden. I couldn't tell you prices while I'm breaking. We got Olsen, Verdugo, Cole, Albies, Kepler, Jonathan India, Brian Reynolds, Charlie Blackmon, Crawford, Heart of the City 1, Soto, Tim Anderson. We're going to have a Blu-ray Wave, Ronnie Dawson for the Astros, 28 out of 150, going to Steve Samiego. And here's the Contreras. box number 5. Detmers, Jackson, Garcia, Riley, Yelich, Adele, Max Muncy, Ryu, Wisdom, Jordan Alvarez, Emmanuel Rivera on the True Purple out of 250. 29 out of 250. We'll try the side swipe and see if that makes any better. I was gonna say. Jarren Duran and Brian Reynolds on the refractor. We're going to have Keeper Ruiz, Kyle Muller, Hader, Devers, LeMahieu, Votto, Reynolds, Musgrove, Marquez, Buster Posey. I have Jake Berger on the Prism Refractor, and then Jake Myers on the Gold Wave. Going to be 36 out of 50. Going to Steve Samiego in the Astros. And we'll take my foam down here. We signed his name really big. I was going to say, he's one of the guys on the Astros. I'm not sure how he's going to pan out when it comes to Myers personally. He has a decent amount of talent. Charlie Blackmon there on the regular refractor. But we'll see what he ends up being long term. The Astros seem to really develop guys into more than what people think they'll be, so could be a huge hit down the line for Steve. I don't know what his age. I don't know what Myers' age is, so if he's super old, I guess my bad, but I don't think he's that old. Anthony Rizzo, Giolito, Manea, Moustakas, O'Neal Cruz, Gray, Greinke, Seager, Correa, Lester, Freeman, Marsh, and Kirilloff on the refractor. Got Cronenworth, Short, Gilbert, Verlander, Wainwright, Kowar, Glasnow, Moncada, Vierling, Pete Alonso on the Classic, Zach Wheeler on the Prism Refractor. And we're going to get another base, Ronnie Dawson for the Astros, Pavin Smith on the refractor. Yeah, baseball definitely, I think a lot of football cards look good too, but baseball definitely has more variety, especially if you're okay with the Panini stuff being unlicensed when it comes to being able to get Topps and Panini product. We got Rivera, Meadows, Jimenez, Luke Williams, Abreu, Lowry, Robert, Chapman, Martinez, Pete Alonso, Jarren Duran on the negative for the Red Sox. Going to Tom Scarberry. Tim Anderson, 1987, and Tatis on the refractor. Got McNeil, Schwarber, Freeman, Burns, Baez, Wells, Larnach, Mancini, Marte, Ambergy, Harrison Bader on the Prism refractor. Cole Calhoun on the refractor, and Zach Short on the purple speckle. 19 out of 299 going to Josh King in his first break in the group. Welcome to the group, Josh. He's actually a guy I play softball with, League Baller. Dave, we kind of both don't play that much anymore on that team, but nice hit for Josh on the purple speckle, Zach Short. Clean up these piles some more. We got Zach Thompson, Zimmerman, Mountcastle, DeGrom, Happ, Judge, Ramirez, Frazier, Velade, Yastrzemski, Mountcastle, Olsen, and Trevor Rogers on the refractor. Giancarlo Stanton, Centillion, Hoy Park, McMahon, Brantley, Arenado, Fairchild, Brian Anderson, George Springer, Acuna. I have Jacob deGrom for the Mets, and that's going to be 79 out of 150 on the True Blue. Going to the Mets and Jeff. McNeil on the Prism Refractor and Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Got Grisham, Mize, Kelnick, Alvarez, Nootbaar, Fried, Cabrera, Jackson Reitz, Clase, Votto, Robert. I have Pop on the Refractor and Kim, 284 out of 499, the shortstop for the Padres. I'm assuming he's going to be the shortstop again next year, even when Tatis comes back. I'm assuming they're going to keep him there and put Tatis in the outfield somewhere. We have Zach Pop on the Refractor. Kim's a nice hit for the Padres and Josh King. So Josh having 2 autograph hits back-to-back there. We got Kranick, Winker, Sheets, Realmuto, Contreras, Cabrera, Long, Bregman, Jake Myers. We're going to have Juan Soto, and we have a Mike Trout on the Topps Chrome Club Threads 2022. Going to Brian Pacheco and the Angels. Just the base, but a nice game used memorabilia. Trout. I mean, I guess if we're going to get one of those guys on that checklist, I would assume Trout's the guy. I don't know if Ohtani has a card on it or not. We got Albies, Kepler, Ellis, Zardo, Hernandez, Harper, Tatis Jr., Calhoun, Zach Pop, Soto, Robert, Hader, and Hoy Park. A refractor for the rookies. We have Olsen, Anderson, Verdugo, Cole, Haniger, Manning, Gosman, Lynn, Clement. Have Yelich, Arenado, and we got an Alex Wells with a Tony Centellion. Alex Wells going to the Orioles, and Brian Lovelace. All right, got 3 more boxes left. Hopefully we can hit something big in here. I would say the 2 out of 50s are nice, but let's get a big name. Big name position player. Burns, Gray, Ohtani, Seager, Lau, Reynolds, Blackman, Crawford, Grossman, Longoria, Arozarena, Yelich, and Olsen. We got Soler, Ashby, Strasburg, Bogarts, Perez, Carlson, Urias, Wander Franco, Dahlbeck, Bo Bichette on the Classics, J.D. Martinez on the negative, Trent Grisham and Alex Verdugo. The negatives going to Tom. Ooh, looks like we're going to get something a little low, nice, low numbered here. We got Tyler Megill, Nico Horner, Marte, Tyler Stevenson, Hoskins, Gallo, Lothar, Joe Ryan, Dansby Swanson, Heart of the City, Jose Ramirez. Going to have a Nelson Cruz on the refractor. We got Freddie Freeman blocking it out of 5. And it is going to be a Jake Myers. Freddie Freeman right there. Jake Myers out of 5. 4 out of 5. Red Wave going to Steve Samiego and the Astros. Kind of nuts to see an out of 50 and out of 5. I feel like that kind of sets Steve up where he almost has to go for a rainbow. You already have 2 of the harder cards to get. Mano over here. Gill on the bench and put Ronnie Dawson up in the back. So we get a big card, a big hit. We got 2. I mean, you got out 15 out of 5 in the second half of the case. But a nice Jake Myers. We got Tapia, Bryant, Molina, McCormick, Bays, Woodruff, Acuna Jr., Chisholm Jr., Adams, Rendon, Walker, Wander Franco on the Prism, and Albert Pujols. Got Kershaw, Siri, Flaherty, Contreras, Barrios, Sale, Judge, Ramirez, Frazier, Judge, Brujan. We're going to have another. We got a Luke Williams right there on the refractor. Jake McCarthy autograph. Going to the Diamondbacks. And Tom on the base. Got Luke Williams on the refractor. Luis Gill, Duran, Lindor, Mullins, Rogers, Velade, Yastrzemski, Brantley, Arenado, Fairchild, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Bobby Dahlbeck, and Abreu. Halfway through the box. Pavin Smith, Kirilloff, Gurriel Jr., Walsh, Betts, Anderson, Springer, Freed, Cabrera, Mountcastle. The future stars Ian Happ, the Pittsburgh native for the Cubs, 181 out of 199. If you know, you know. If you ever played MLB The Show and you ever play the Cubs or against Ian Happ, literally the announcer says this every time he steps to the plate. The Pittsburgh native. Going to Tom Scarberry. We got Mike Trout in 1987 and Bryce Harper on the refractor. Have Kiner Falefa, Jake Berger, Wheeler, Garcia, Jackson Reitz, Clase, Contreras, Cabrera, Long, Bregman, Wilson Contreras on the Prism Refractor with Ernie Clement at the back end. And then Jake Cousins, True Blue, 56 out of 150 going to the Brew Crew. And that's going to Tom Scarberry and the Brewers. Paul Goldschmidt, Lewis, Altuve, McKenzie, Machado, Bieber, Haniger, Manning, Gosman, Lynn, Votto, Heart of the City, Gavin Sheets, and JT Realmuto. Who do you guys think wins the World Series out of the teams left? Brian Hayes, Sonny Gray, McCutchen, Tucker, Raleigh, Harper, Clement, Tatis Jr., Calhoun, Yordan Alvarez, Luis Gill on the Prism Refractor. Tim Anderson on for the White Sox on the refractor. Then we got Tyler Gilbert for the Diamondbacks. Going to Tom. And we also have the Gill on the Prism Refractor going to Tom as well. I think the Astros win it. Got a Rosarena, Kelly, Bellinger, Guerrero Jr., Santana, Zach Pop. Have Soto, Adele, Muncy, Max Muncy again. We got JT Realmuto here on the Blue Wave. Going to the Phillies, 31 out of 75, and Matt Hogue. A little bit off center, though, on the Realmuto. Got Pete Alonso in 1987 and Harrison Bader. Beard, Thompson, Zimmerman, Mountcastle, Ryu, Wisdom, LeMahieu, Votto, Alec Boehm, Reyes, Salvador Perez. On the Prism Refractor, Merrifield and Zach Lothar. Going to the Orioles. And Brian Lovelace. Meadows, Jimenez, Williams, Abreu, Brantley, Arenado, Fairchild, Anderson, Yordan Alvarez. We got Kyle Hendricks on the Purple Speckle, 19 out of 299. There has been an O'Neal Cruz rookie card. There has not been a Strider. Although isn't Strider auto only in this? Could be wrong. No, he's not. Is he? I can't even remember. I was reading a bunch of stuff at work, so I got like a work headache. Got Luke Williams on the Prism Refractor, and behind that we're going to have a Keibert Ruiz for the Nationals and Robbie Coleman with Wilson Contreras. The Keibert Ruiz is a 5 out of 299 Purple Speckle. Autograph. Lowry, Schwarber, McNeil, Freeman, Burns, Gray, Springer, Freed, Cabrera, Reitz, Soto, Alonso, 1987, and Mitch Haniger. I know that O'Neal Cruz has had had one base card. That's it. Ohtani, Seager, Lothar. Soler, Clase, Contreras, Cabrera, Sammy Long, Bregman, Haniger. We have Trevor Story with a Brian De La Cruz behind him and a Matt Manning refractor. I'm pretty sure that Strider is just auto only. One of the Marlins and Tom Scarberry. Got Yelich, Ruiz, Muller, Hader, Devers, Rizzo, Swanson, Woodruff, Acuna Jr., Chisholm Jr., Mize, Trout, and De La Cruz. Speaking of De La Cruz, there is a 2022 Bowman half case break that's up. And that has an Ellie De La Cruz in it. The biggest chase out of everything. We have Lucas Giolito, Mike Moustakas, O'Neal Cruz, Gray, Adams, Rendon, Bueller, Barrios, Sale, Judge, Jimenez. Gonna have Alek Manoah. We got a Glenn Otto autograph for the Rangers. That's going to Tom Scarberry. Cronenworth, Zach, Short, Gilbert, Verlander, Wainwright, Rivera, Ramirez, Frazier, Vlade, Yastrzemski. Have Hader, Gavin Sheets, and Jack Flaherty. Halfway through the box. Got Grisham, McMahon, Mize, Kelnick, Ambergy, Wong, Alonso, Means, Buxton, Gilbert, Bichette, Kiner Falefa on the Prism, and Jarren Duran on the Refractor. Alvarez, Nootbaar, Kranick, Winkert, Sheets, De La Cruz, Manoah, Trout, Turner. Have Anderson, Freeman, Gosman on the Refractor, Luis Frias, 16 out of 499, going to the Diamondbacks. And Tom Scarberry. Realmuto, Anderson, Olsen, Verdugo, Cole, Lowe, India, McMahon, Crawford, Grossman, Brandon Belt on the Prism Refractor, and Lance Lynn. We have Ozzie Albies, Kepler, Ellis, Luzardo, Longoria, Carlson, Urias, Shohei Ohtani, Kyle Tucker for the Astros. That's going to be 135 out of 299. Going to Steve. Man, the Astros have been hot this break. Got Vidal Brujan, Zach Thompson, and a Hans Kraus. Going to the Phillies. And Matt Hogue. I guess Mike McGarity kind of called it. Said there was going to be a Hans Kraus autograph in there. Last two packs of the 7th box. We got Happ, Stanton, Centellion, Park, Tatis Jr., Donaldson, Bohm, Turner, Hendricks, Luis Garcia. We have Gosman for the Blue Jays. It's going to be 148 out of 199 on the teal. Going to Greg Wolf. Have Christian Yelich and Luis Gil for the Yankees on the Refractor. Teoscar Hernandez, Detmers, Jackson, Garcia, Riley, Wander Franco, Dahlbeck, Joey Gallo, Lothar, Ryan, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Jake Myers, and Ryan Zimmerman. I mean, I guess I can count it for Mike to guess if he really wants me to, but I think he was just being sarcastic because he didn't get the Phillies, but more sleeves there, and that's going to wrap up that box. Into the last box here. Box number 8. Good luck to everybody. Burger, Wheeler, Garcia, Goldschmidt, Altuve, Martinez, Baez, Wells, Larnach, Jonathan India. Behind India is going to be a Chris Sale for the Red Sox on the fuchsia. 215 out of 399. You have Luis Robert and Sammy Long. One of the Giants. Kyle Lewis, Tristan McKenzie, Machado, Bieber, Mancini, Donaldson, Marte, Trey Turner, Bo Bichette, Brandon Marsh, Blake Snell on the Prism Refractor, Rodolfo Castro for the Pirates, and Alex Bregman. 125 out of 499. Mike's being sarcastic about, because that's what the Hans Kraus seems to always hit in the group. Going to the Pirates and John Cullison, 125. I really like Castro's autograph, though, man. Looks like he takes a lot of time to do it, so I can appreciate that. He does start for the Pirates, but I don't think he's a long-term solution for any of the Pirates' problems. We got Hayes, Gray, McCutchen, Tucker, Raleigh, Arozarena, Scherzer, Terry, Castellanos, Castros, Altuve, Nolan Arenado, and Carson Kelly. Carlos Santana, Kelly, Bellinger, Guerrero Jr., Seth Beer, Story, Snell, Castro, Belt, Rafael Devers, Willie Castro. We're going to have Cody Bellinger for the Guardians, Gabriel Arias. Going to the Guardians. And Tom, which actually I think Gabriel Arias is kind of a sneaky good autograph. He's a lot of potential. Thompson, Zimmerman, Mountcastle, DeGrom, Happ, Stanton, Myers, Bader, Merrifield. We're going to have Altuve. We got an Aaron Judge green wave. 32 out of 99 going to the Yankees, and Tom Scarberry. It's actually a nice parallel. Especially with Judge being so hot. Well, I guess he's cold in the playoffs, but it was hot during the regular season. We got Jarren Duran for the Red Sox and Pete Alonso. We get Centellion, Hoy, Park, McMahon, Grisham, Cruz, Pujols, Morgan, Brujan, Yu Darvish, Ambergy, Nico Horner. We're going to have John Means with Brandon Woodruff on the autograph for the Brewers. Going to John. Or not John, going to Tom. Aaron Ashby, Strasburg, Bogarts, Miguel, Horner, Manning, Gossman, Lynn, Harper, Clement, Chisholm Jr., Cabrera, and Guerrero Jr. Last 5 packs of the break. Marte, Stevenson, Hoskins, Tapia, Tatis Jr., Calhoun, Pop, Soto, Adele, Trey Turner. Going to have McCutchen on the Fuchsia Speckle, 41 out of 350 going to the Phillies. And Matt. I'm going to break Blake Snell on the Prism and Seth Beer on the Refractor. Chris Bryant, McCormick, Molina, Kershaw, Bays, Muncy, Ryu, Wisdom, LeMahieu, Merrifield, George Springer. We're going to have a Byron Buxton and a Royce Lewis on the Teal Wave, 2 out of 199. Going to the Twins and Austin Fishbach. even has that like old weird numbered. The numbering on this card is a little bit goofy, but 2 out of 199. Royce Lewis. Don't know if Austin's still in here, but I know he's looking for one. Got Jose Siri, Flaherty, Contreras, Gill, Duran, Votto, Bohm, Reyes, Musgrove, Marquez, Posey, Gurriel Jr., and Gilbert. We still have 8 silver packs, I should say. So it wasn't the last couple packs of the break necessarily. But Lindor, Mullins, Kirilloff, Smith, Greinke, Seager, Correa, Lester, Cowart, Shane Bieber, Matt Olson. Going to have Shane Bays, Andre Jackson for the Dodgers. Autograph. The Dodgers and Ched. The Bays refractor. Trevor Rogers, Gurriel Jr., Walsh, Betts, Kiner Falefa, Glasnow, Moncada, Vierling, Robert, Chapman, Tatis Jr., Walsh, and Siri. All right, let's get into these 8 silver packs. Good luck to everybody in these. Hopefully there's something crazy in these. We'll see, though. We opened quite a bit the other day, and there was some crazy stuff. There's also some stuff that really wasn't to write home about. We got Edward Cabrera, Mookie Betts, Heart of the City, Tim Anderson, and a Trent Grisham refractor. Going to have Max Fried, Edward Cabrera, a Chris Sale refractor, and just a regular base Tim Anderson. I don't know why that Tim Anderson was turned around. I have Adam Frazier, Ryan Vilade, Jazz Chisholm Jr. on the refractor, and Max Kepler. Gonna have Bryce Harper, Ernie Clement, Trey Turner with Chris Bryant. Cole Calhoun, Zach Pop, have Rhys Hoskins with a refractor, Brandon Marsh. Fernando Tatis Jr. Got Tapia, Brandon Marshall 1987, and Bo Bichette on the refractor. Yeah, I don't know why like the third card is turned around. Juan Soto, Tyler Stevenson, another Juan Soto, and Max Scherzer. The last silver pack here. Got Stuart Fairchild, Alex Verdugo, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., and Walker Buehler. So nothing crazy out of silver packs. I was going to say it's pretty much just, I mean, inserts and refractors like always, but nothing super crazy. Let's do a quick recap of the break. We'll go over the non-autograph we'll go over the parallel hits because obviously there's a memorabilia Mike Trout and the other stuff real quick. We got, I'm just going to go through the names. I'm not going to even probably say the colors. We have, actually, I'll say the colors. We have Fuchsia Speckle, Andrew McCutchen, and Aaron Judge on the green wave, Chris Sale on the fuchsia, Gosman on the teal, Tucker on the purple speckle, Hendricks on the purple speckle, I have Realmuto on the blue wave, Hap on the teal wave, negative, JD Martinez, the true blue, Jacob deGrom, the negative, Jarren Duran. We're going to have Emmanuel Rivera on the true purple, Chapman on the true purple, negative Larnach, negative Gill. Have the purple speckle Perez, Yastrzemski on the blue wave, Thompson on the true green, Vierling on the true blue, Moncada on the teal wave, and then Rafael Devers out of 99 on the new classics for the Red Sox. Getting into the autographs in no particular order. See, there was 40 of them, so we'll get rolling here. We have the base Andre Jackson, the teal wave Mike Baumann. We have Brandon Woodruff on the base, Gabriel Arias. One of my favorite autographs in here because I do think he has a lot of potential for the Guardians. Rodolfo Castro on the refractor out of 499. Hans Kraus for the Phillies out of 499. Luis Frias for the Diamondbacks. Glenn Otto on the base for the Rangers. De La Cruz for the Marlins on the base. Yanni Hernandez out of 499 on the refractor for the Rangers. Zach Lothar for the Orioles on the base. Have Tyler Gilbert for the Diamondbacks on the base autograph. The true blue Jake Cousins out of 150 for the Brew Crew. Jake McCarthy on the base. Luis Gil on the base. Kyle Wells base. Mike Trout base memorabilia, which is a case hit in here. The Club Threads 2022 for the Angels. Have Christian Javier out of 499 on the refractor. Kevin Smith base. Ronnie Dawson base. We have TJ Friedl on the base. Griffin Jacks on the base. Zach Pop base. Brantley for the base for the Astros. Cutter Crawford on the base. Mazika base autograph. Jansen Junk on the base of the Angels. Peyton Henry base autograph. Moran on the base. Frias for the Diamondbacks on the base. And San Martin for the Reds. Getting into what's on the hit board. There is 10 autos up there. I'm going to go with Keibert Ruiz on the purple speckle. And it's out of 299 going to the Nationals and Robbie Coleman. Ronnie Dawson on the blue Ray Wave going to the Astros and Steve Sammiego. Nick Lodolo on the purple speckle out of 299 going to the Reds and Tom Scarberry. Zach Short on the purple speckle going to Josh out of 299. Kim out of 499 on the refractor going to the Padres and Josh King. We got Jake McCarthy for the Diamondbacks out of 499 going to Tom Scarberry. Royce Lewis on the teal wave going to the Twins out of 199, which is Austin. Then we got Alek Manoah on the gold wave, 29 out of 50 going to the Blue Jays and Greg Wolf. We're going to have then two Jake Myers, the gold wave out of 50 and the red wave out of 5, both going to Steve Sammiego and the Astros. Anytime you hit it out of 5 out of Chrome, I mean, it's a big hit, even if it's not a huge name. It's obviously super hard to pull an out of 5. Being that Myers is a rookie with still some upside. I think he's a little bit older, though. I got to double check. Because I think he's been in the minors for a while. 96. How old did it make him? 96, 2022. That make him like 25? No. 26? So I guess he's a little bit of an older rookie. Maybe he'll be a Jake Cronenworth where he'll just be hot for like 4 or 5 years and be good for the hobby. Say, nice Myers though. I mean, they're sick looking cards. I like that. I think the Gold Wave is the best looking card this year when it comes out of the parallels. Got 2 of them this break around. There is a half case of Bowman. We will run a mixer tomorrow. That'll be some Tier 1 Museum Collection and Topps Chrome, which will actually run the mixer this time. I know I said that the night before, but the GTS guy actually ordered me a case of these jumbos by accident, an extra case. So I have like 3 cases in my basement. I appreciate you guys. You guys have a good night and be safe. Oh, I need to run the break credit. Hold on 1 second. That's right. We filled tonight, so I got to run the $25 break credit. Give me 1 second, boys. Let me set up the random. Almost forgot. I apologize. I have to make a pathway. Do I have a trash bag down here? I do not. Hold on. All right. 1 second. Un momento. All right. Switch over 1 second. Ooh, hiccups. Ooh. What is this? 469. All right. Switch over to in-game. All right. Good luck to everybody. Get a dice roll of 7 or higher. All 30 names are there in the order of their team was alphabetically. Top guy will get $25 break credit. Let's get rolling and good luck to everybody. And final round is John Cullison. Gets a $25 break credit, so congratulations, John, for that. I appreciate, like I said, everybody getting in the break, guys. You guys have a good night and be safe. I'll see you guys either maybe later tonight. I know someone talked about maybe closing out one of the other breaks. If not, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. I appreciate each and every one of you, and congratulations once again for those that hit.